and sisters of Jamaica, I bring you greetings from the red soil of Burkina Faso, the same earth that once bled for Africa's freedom, the same spirit that refuses to die. I have crossed no ocean, for the ocean cannot divide those who share one heartbeat. When I speak to you, I speak to family. You and I are bound by the same story written in different tongues, a story of chains, resistance, and resurrection. You were taken from our shores and forced to sing songs in another man's language, yet your voice remained African. Even when they tried to erase your name, your rhythm kept our memory alive. From the drums of the Maroons to the hymns of Kingston, I have heard Africa's heartbeat echoing across the sea. But I must speak truth, even when truth burns. Jamaica, you are free in name, yet not free in spirit. The colonizer who once carried a whip now carries a pen. The empires that built fortunes from your ancestors' sweat now return as lenders and advisors, teaching you how to govern your own house. They tell you what is modern, what is democratic, what is acceptable. They tell you who your friends are and who your enemies must be. You see, they fear a Jamaica that thinks for itself. They fear a Jamaica that trades with Africa instead of borrowing from Europe. They fear a Jamaica that teaches its children their true history, not the one edited to glorify colonizers. Because when Jamaica stands with Africa, it exposes the great lie, that the descendants of slaves must forever serve the descendants of masters. I do not say this to attack your leaders, but to awaken them. A leader who cannot say no to the West cannot say yes to his people. The IMF does not come to save you, it comes to shape you. The loans they offer are not gifts, they are handcuffs made of gold. I call upon the youth of Jamaica, the dreamers, the thinkers, the builders. Your destiny is not to migrate in search of survival. It is to rise and rebuild where your ancestors fell. Do not let the world reduce your pride to entertainment, your genius to tourism, your culture to a brand. You are the keepers of a fire that once lit revolutions. Let that fire burn again, not in anger, but in creation. Jamaica, Africa is watching you, and Africa does not watch as a stranger. She watches as a mother, waiting for her children to come home, not by ships, but by purpose. The time has come to lift your eyes from the west and see the sunrise in the east, your true reflection, your true family. Brothers and sisters of Jamaica, when I look at you, I do not see a distant people. I see Africa, living and breathing on another shore. You are not an island forgotten by history. You are the echo of a continent's courage, the continuation of a struggle that began long before chains and ships. You are Africa's rhythm made flesh, Africa's pride wearing the colors of the Caribbean. When I speak to you today, I speak not as a politician, but as a son of the same pain and the same hope. I have seen how the world divides us. Africans here, Afro-Caribbeans there, African-Americans somewhere in between. But tell me, who benefits from this division? Certainly not us. The only hands that grow stronger are the same ones that once drew borders through our lands and through our hearts. They tell you Africa is poor, yet they steal her gold and diamonds. They tell us Jamaica is small, yet they drain her spirit through debt and dependency. Our enemies have never been our neighbors. Our enemies are those who profit from our separation. They fear the day the descendants of Africa, whether in Kingston or Ouagadougou, stand together and say, enough. Jamaica, your ancestors did not perish on those ships. They became seeds. From those seeds grew freedom fighters, dreamers, and artists whose voices reached back to Africa like a drumbeat calling home. When Bob Marley sang, "Africa Unite," it was not poetry, it was prophecy. That unity must now become reality. But unity is not built on emotion alone. It is built on shared purpose. Africa is rising, not because of permission, but because of decision. We are breaking the chains of foreign domination, rejecting bases, and reclaiming our land. And as we do, we call to you, our brothers and sisters in the Caribbean, join us. Let Africa and Jamaica trade knowledge, not just goods. Let our youth collaborate on technology, culture, and education, not just music and sport. Imagine a future where students from Accra and Kingston study under the same roof, learning African history from African voices. Imagine African companies investing in Jamaican agriculture, Jamaican engineers building renewable energy projects in the Sahel, our artists shaping one Pan-African identity the world cannot ignore. This is not a dream, it is a duty. We owe it to our ancestors who endured the unendurable, who crossed an ocean of pain so that we might live to finish their journey. We owe it to our children, who must inherit not the shame of division, but the pride of unity. Jamaica, Africa is not a place to visit, it is your home returning to your heart. Together we are not two lands, but one people. One ancestry, one destiny, and the time has come to live as one. Brothers and sisters, let me tell you the truth that the world hides behind polite diplomacy. The West never left Africa, it only changed its clothes. The colonial flags came down, but their hands stayed in our pockets.